It's the third day, I don't got a second in the first place. Ain't no second chances in my birthplace. You can't put a phoenix in the birdcage, just that thrice great.
Hello everyone and welcome to my review on this IS-7. Now this tank, before we talk about the tank, let's talk about the tank line. It's so inconsistent, right? You see, the visual of the KV-1, no, it's consistently inconsistent, right? Yes, you have the KV-1. The KV-1 used to be a beast. It used to have the good armor. It doesn't anymore. But then you get the KV-1S that has basically no armor, but it's pretty fast. You get the IS. The IS is basically a KV-1, KV-1S hybrid where it's kind of fast, but it's not that armored. Well, that's how it was. But now, now the IS is more armored, in my opinion, than the IS-3. Tier for tier, at least. The IS-3 was a good heavy tank. It's kind of falling behind now. The IS-8 is the worst tank in Tier 9. This tank's a piece of garbage. It's a medium. People say just play it like a medium, but right, it's a mediocre medium and a terrible heavy. Bad all around. Now, I wouldn't say the IS-7 is worth grinding through the IS-8 because the IS-8 is just terrible. Once you do get to the IS-7, you can rejoice because your tank is armored and quick. Pretty quick going forward anyways. So let's check out the stats, then get into the equipment and provisions and all that. Now, your tank has 150 hull armor. Frontal hull armor size 150 and rear is 100. 250 on the front of the turret. That's more around these areas. I think the IS-7's turret needs a little bit of a buff just to make it so it's harder to penetrate by the TDs. And all the other heat shooting tanks can just go right through the front of your turret very easily. I don't think the turret should be invincible. It just needs to be where it's not that easy to go through. Your damage per minute is very low at 2,500. Your reload is 10.8. Your average penetration is also terrible. Just check this, right? 260. That's actually pretty nice as far as AP goes, but your armor penetration is only 303. Now get this, right? That's only 3 penetration. 3 higher than most of the medium tanks in Tier 10. They're running around 300. While you only have 303, so that's pretty terrible. I'll have to say that. Your APCR penetration could use some work as well as making your gun better. It's bad for no reason in my opinion. The gun's not even that hard hitting, but it just needs decreased dispersion, at least under 0.2. Now your gun depression is 6. That's not bad. You can work with 6. Your gun elevation is 18, that's really nice as well. Your top speed going forward is 50. Now you can really keep up with the mediums with top speed like this. Reverse speed's 50. Reverse speed's 15, my bad. And all this stuff, you don't really need to care about it. Engine power is 1,228. Your average speed is 32 and all that good stuff. Now, onto equipment. Equipment's pretty straightforward. You just run the gun rammer, or even this for the enhanced penetration. To be honest, I think 318 needs to be the IS-7's penetration standard, because 303 is just absolutely terrible. Its AP's alright though. Now, the defense system, your ammo rack is a very sensitive part of your tank. Now, we're running the improved optics, 279 view range, that's not that bad. Enhanced gun laying drive, I think the aim time needs to be reduced, and as well as the dispersion. The gun's terrible. The enhanced engine power to make it go a little faster. Now we're also running, that's actually it. Now we're running this to bring our reload down and put our DPM up just a little bit. Aim time as well, dispersion. We're not running the other milk. It'll only bring us down to 10.6. It would bring down our dispersion and aim time just a little bit. And put up our view range as well, so that's always nice, but I'm running the protective kit just because of that enhanced ammo rack durability, because the ammo, like I said, guys, the ammo rack is terrible. It needs all the help it can get. Yeah, so run this over the other one, but you need that ammo rack durability. Your ammo rack is incredibly bad. Now, repair kit, standard stuff. You don't really need to worry about here. If you like running the speed boost, go ahead and run that. So let's get into our first game now that we've previewed all the stats and that good stuff. If I'm not mistaken, we have 2 games, but it's probably only 1. We don't receive replays from subscribers yet, but let's do this. Now, we actually have 2 replays. One's on the IS-7 Fort Despair, the other one's on Falls Creek. Let's check out the Falls Creek one. This Falls Creek, there's enemy platoons, a 62A and an E50M. I hate that tank personally. I don't hate it. Just nerf that thing, man. Just nerf the mediums, all of them. Most of them are OP, but I'll nerf that E3 most definitely. That thing is insane. You know, I think I get murked this game. If I'm not mistaken, I haven't watched it in a while. But I couldn't have gotten murked if I saved it. We're going out to the middle area, just trying to see what's good. Trying to see what we can see, more or less. We spot the IS-4 going that way. So from that we can deduce that most of the team went over med side. We get hit by a Yak Tiger camping in that bush. Put a nice one into the mouse. The 503. See, that's why the ability to roll into the 500s is the reason why I play the IS-7 over the IS-4. Because if my tier 10 heavy tank can't roll 500 and doesn't have that high DPM either, I'm not too interested. But the armor on the IS-4 is most definitely more formidable than the armor of the IS-7. Now we know that somebody is out in that bush, that we did get shot by somebody. At this point in the game we don't know, but now we know it's the Yak Tiger. So me and this WZ are gonna be going and pushing up to attack this guy. Now he does receive some assistance from the IS-4 in a second. As you can see, the WZ gets sidetracked and goes to attack goes to shoot the IS-4. We stay focused on this Yak Tiger. He does have the higher DPM, and he is the more dangerous tank as he's a TD with higher penetration and an APCS shell. So a WZ is taken out quite easily. I'm telling you that the DPM on the Yak Tiger is the only thing that makes it dangerous. Other than the way it bounces on the back of the Yak Tiger. On the back, see. The IS-4 is pushing over the hill. He gets a nice penetration into us, and the Conway finally puts in his first shot of the game. We load the APCR. We're not even messing around with the AP. Put one into the IS-4. He doesn't use his premium ammunition, and he bounces. Now we put one into the side and keep it pushing. Now this tactic does expose your side, but you can also see the sides of other Russian tanks. We put a shot into him, lighting him on fire, and we do have the higher alpha, so as long as we're trading shots, I'm happy to do so, since I know that 9 times out of 10 I'll roll higher than him. He rolls a 398, we roll a 403. And now it's for this E50M. We're gonna try to help the Yak Panzer out. But we're not gonna get there fast. Let's see, we're quick, but we're not that fast. That really showcases what the tank can do. Both of these games are aces. We get a lucky shot on that bat chat. Just some Russian bias all around right there. We back up. I thought we were dead right here. Then we get the max roll and finish him right there. Hit him with the smiley face, just to let him know it's real out here. Now we got up to 5.1k damage. Got a mastery, 1,400 XP. That's pretty low amount of damage for an ace, especially at tier 10. But the IS-7 is not that popular right now. Now let's go to Fort Despair game. This is the high damage game. Now, just as the IS-7 is not that popular, here we go. 2 of them in the same game. On the enemy team, now I am only one IS-7. The enemy team has 2 of those. So I'm in disbelief right now, see, because I don't want to do a 1v2 against these guys. But that is what ends up happening. Yeah, I'm not going to ruin the ending, but let's just go. Now pushing out to heavy side, I'm actually expecting a nice battle to go down over here. A battle of heroics and bravery. But the enemy team actually is not all that brave and they go the medium tank route. At this point we just decide to push up in. We're not playing any of these games. Actually no, we turn around, shoot and try to see what we can see on the IS-4, but we are pushing in, don't even worry about it. Excuse me. Now we see another Yag Tiger. That's a reoccurring situation. These Yag Tigers are pretty good now. See, before the Yag Tigers iron buff, I'd have swore that tank was the worst tank on the face of tier 9. And I still hold that because I haven't played it. Until I play it, which I probably never am, I'm gonna call it the worst tank in tier 9. Because that thing before the buff was all gun, but it was fat and slow. We do finish the Yag Tiger off. That's our first kill. We're up to 700 damage. It's not going too fast right now. Oh, and by the way, the ammunition on this, the ammo capacity just needs to boost, I'm telling you. Like, you could easily run out of ammo while trying to carry before the heavy tank HP buff. But afterwards, especially now, you can run out of ammo on a lot of tanks, like the T-57, the T-69, tanks in all tiers actually can run out of ammo just because everything else has so much more HP than it used to. It'll take a lot longer to kill certain tanks, like a mouse. Say if you have 3000 DPM, right? It'll take you an entire minute to clear it. That's neither here nor there. We do finish off the IS-4. This tank does need more ammunition, and we're gonna reverse and back up to get behind the Yag Panzer E100. We don't want to expose our back to where the bulk of the enemy is, so we just keep reversing down the hill, not to mention the Yak Panzer is not going anywhere. We get a nice roll of 442. The T-92 finished him off with a little missile. And now both IS-7s are reasonably healthy. No one's really been shooting them really. We are gonna push up, but then we see this Vickers, and we really want to take that tank out. That tank is completely OP. Needs to nerf, but we're gonna send him back to the garage in just a couple more shots. We're not messing with him at all. That guy needs to go. You can put a nice snapshot into the back of the T-30. Like I said, the gun, I told you it was bad before, and it is, guys. It's just very iffy. Sometimes you'll make great shots like that, and other times you'll miss the point blank ones. We decide to not follow that E50 as we do that T30 as we do see a friendly T92 running around, and he's gonna finish him off. We get a shot into the back of the IS-7, 463, but then we see that it's a 1v2 and we decide to back off. We're up to 4k damage now though. Pretty nice in the IS-7. This was not my first game in the tank. He outrolls us for 508. We only do 490 something. But we do have the faster reload. We come out and bounce on that side. That troll sidearm really got the best of us here. This guy, he's playing it passively, which is not a bad idea, see. He doesn't know where they don't know where the T92 is. Ask him when we are rolling for 536. He bounces, but check this, right? I am now gonna get a pitifully low roll, leaving him on 7 life. And now my ammo rack's damaged. I've got a 14-second reload for nothing. Around 18, I believe it was. I ram him and somehow I lose a life. So I'm done with the ramming. See, this is IS-7 battle. Now we shoot the only area on him that we can't pin with the HE. The only area, literally. He comes around, puts one into us. No, actually, he bounces on that side, on that troll side. Gave him a taste of his own medicine. And we're gonna aim this time with the HE loaded up. Wait for our shot. 17.9 second reload, so we can't afford to miss this. The other IS-7 pushes up. He's more worried about penetration. Penetrating now. See, as you see, I'm only a 2-shot. We're not going to waste the adrenaline. Instead, we choose to just fix our ammo rack. We have a normal 10.8 now. We tried to get into a side screen position. He does try to shoot us. He doesn't pin, of course. I should have just took that shot. I knew he was there. He's shooting the APCR, smart move. He is the more healthy tank. All he has to do is get 2 penetrations on me with APCR, or even 1 APCR and 1 AP, and I'm done for. But I can't afford to use APCR. I need 4 penetrations with my AP. We bounced on the side. We should have shot APCR, although it probably would have bounced regardless. We do activate our adrenaline. Try to get one in as he comes around this corner here. He penetrates us, we penetrate him with the old AP, 441, whip to 5.8. The IS-7 is now base hugging us, but he's not angling. We put one in, D39, and now we're up to 2.18 damage. I mean, 6.2 damage. And let's just be honest, we're not going to get any more penetrations. We are going to try. See, this is the IS-7 battle. It's just a game of heavy tanks. We can't really do anything about each other. Not as long as we keep angling. I could have and probably should have just attempted to go one and put one into the turret. He damaged my main gun. He tried to go into the turret. I don't get another penetration. But the game's over. We ended on 6.2k damage. Pretty good, to be honest. He ends it on 4.6. We both play the IS-7 pretty well. He got the rank 1 and I got the mastery. That's pretty rare, actually. I don't know, guys. Be prepared to throw your screen out the window, because that IS-8 is a pain. I don't even know what that tank is. It needs to go. It needs to get buffed. It needs something. But that tank is ridiculous. But be ready for that. The IS-3 is pretty nice. Back when I played it, at least. It might be different now. The IS is beastly. I've seen that tank. I played it. It's got armor now. A lot more than it had before. And that was my main issue with the IS when I was grinding through it. Yeah, that's basically all. Like, subscribe, don't get ammo racked, and have a good day.